right, thank you for joining us again for another episode of Sermon Highlights. Today we're here. We have Brother Ricky here, who delivered a powerful message today. And I want to say thank you for that, sir, and thank you for being here. And I want to ask you, I just want you to give us the takeaways, what you want us to get, the points from your message today that you preached.
Okay, so the message was really about putting God first. We've been having a week of prayer. The theme is putting God first. And today we're focusing on putting God first at all costs. And what that means. What he entails is we spoke about the fact that true education in the family starts with the family.
Right.
Like in putting God first, the parents have to be the one that take the responsibility of teaching their children and raise their children in the way of the Lord. And as the children start knowing what it means to put God first, based on their home training, then they go out there into the world and represent God. The title today was really based on Daniel 3. We spoke about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, how when everyone bowed down to the idol of Babylon, they remained standing, they stood up.
Yes.
Because in Daniel chapter 1, they stood up for God. And like when the issue of diet came up, they told the king that we would not defile ourselves, we would not eat of your meat and drink.
Right.
And we spoke about how in this current era, we are also living in modern Babylon. And the nation is rife with idolatry. And there are many different types of idol in the land. We have sexual idolatry. We have the idolatry of money, the idolatry of education, idolatry of pleasure, relationships. All these things are modern idols that our young people, our adults are bowing down to. And God is calling us not to bow down to any idols, but to bow down only to the living God. Because as we bow down to God, then we are able to stand in moments of crisis. And one of the last key point we wanted to address was these things, like on a daily basis, we face tests. You know, on a daily basis, we have to have like a relationship with God, have devotions with God and talk to God about all the idols that are in your heart. Because each one of us, we have a different thing we struggle with. And we need to address these things because a final test is coming upon the world. The image of the beast crisis. When a Sunday sacredness will be all over the land. People will be required to rest on Sunday in rebellion for the Lord's Sabbath, or for the fourth commandment. And in order for us to be ready for that time, the worship of the image of the beast, when a lot of people will bow down to that image, because during that time, God will make a separation between the true Christian and the false. And we must be preparing today. Today, we must get our lives right with God in every area, because as Christians, we are to represent God in all aspects of our lives. The way we dress, the way we talk, the music we listen to, the movies we watch. In all these areas, we are to stand up for God. As we learn to stand for God on all these little areas, when the tests come, when the mark of the beast come, then we will have the strength and fortitude to stand for God.
Wow.
Because we would have developed that trust on a daily basis. So that's the gist of the message. As you put God first, when your day starts, you have morning devotion with your family. You have time for yourself with God. In every single thing you do in life, you put God first. You're looking for a relationship, you put God first. You're looking for a career, you put God first. You're looking for a job, you put God first. You speak to God about every area in your life, and you ask God to take control. You will see the work of God in your life, and you will get to trust God more and more, so that when the final test comes, you will not be fearful when the king say, you must bow down, or you're going to be thrown into the furnace of fire. Because then you will say, King, it does not matter what you do to me. We will not worship your God. We will not serve your idol, the image you have set up. And even though you cast us into the fire, if God want to deliver us, he can. But if God does not, we will still be faithful to God.
Amen.
And when we stand up for God, God will stand up for us
Wow.
in the midst of the furnace.
Amen. Amen.
So,
Brother Ricky, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for coming back here and give us the pointers, give us a takeaway from your message today. I feel like I get a full message with what you have just, you just highlighted a while ago. But I want to thank you, sir. I want to thank you for coming here today and speaking to the youth as well as the grown-ups, because that message was packed with everything for someone, who was listening.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No worries, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to worship from afar. I wanna be where you are, dwelling in your presence, feasting at your table, surrounded by your glory. In your presence, that's where I always want to be. I just wanna be, I just want